Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Find a comfortable place where you can relax and allow the world to simply be as it is for the next few moments. Whether you are sitting in your favorite chair, resting in a peaceful space, or lying down comfortably with your legs uncrossed and your hands resting gently by your sides, give yourself permission to pause. Take this moment now to set an intention for what it is you wish to receive from this meditation. Simply allow your heart to guide you toward whatever it is that you need most today. As your body begins to soften and relax, you settle into the rhythm of my voice. You may gently close your eyes if you have not done so already. Allow yourself to arrive here. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And gently exhale through your mouth. Again, breathing in calm and breathing out anything that no longer requires your attention. One more slow, nourishing breath. Feeling your body becoming heavier, more relaxed, more present with every gentle exhale. As your breathing settles into a peaceful, natural rhythm, your awareness begins to gently shift. The room around you begins to fade into the distance. The thoughts that accompanied you here become quieter, softer, like leaves floating gently downstream. In the distance, familiar laughter drifts through the trees. Children race happily along the woodland path, books tucked beneath their arms as they make their way toward their favorite treehouse. One after another, they disappear through its little doorway. Their laughter carried effortlessly on the afternoon breeze. You pause, simply listening. The voices become quieter. The footsteps fade, until only birdsong and gentle rustling of the leaves remain. Standing at the foot of the treehouse, you begin climbing the steps. The handrail feels smooth beneath your fingertips, polished over time by countless little hands making this same climb. Reaching the top, you gently push open the door. Warm afternoon sunlight pours through the windows. The scent of cedar lingers softly in the air. A gentle breeze moves the curtains ever so slightly. The room feels peaceful, comfortable, safe. You quietly settle onto the floor. As your eyes wander around the room, they come to rest upon your younger self. They are sitting cross-legged near the open window, Spread out before them is a colorful collection of tiny wildflowers gathered from the meadow below. Little white daisies, golden buttercups, soft purple clover blossoms, tiny blue forget-me-nots. Your younger self carefully gathers each flower, weaving them together in a delicate flower crown. Each blossom is different. Some are large, some are barely bigger than a fingernail. Some petals are perfectly formed. Others are bent or missing a tiny piece. Yet your younger self never pauses to decide which flowers are worthy enough to be included. Each one is chosen with the same care. Each one belongs. And together they become something beautiful. You simply watch. There is no need to speak. Just being here together feels enough. As you watch your younger self, something quietly begins to settle within your heart. Children don't enter this world questioning whether they are enough. They laugh without wondering whether they're being judged. They create without asking whether they're talented enough. They ask endless questions because curiosity comes naturally. They imagine entire worlds from blankets, sticks, cardboard boxes, and treehouses. They don't wake each morning wondering whether they deserve to be loved. They simply expect it. Trust it. They live as though belonging is their birthright. And perhaps, in many ways, it always was. Some experiences leave impressions that stay with us long after childhood has passed. And little by little, children begin noticing the world around them. They notice what receives praise. They notice what earns approval. They notice when someone smiles and when someone doesn't. They notice the moments that make them feel safe and the moments that don't. Children are remarkable observers. Long before they fully understand the meaning behind people's actions, they understand how these moments make them feel. Over time, quiet questions begin to appear. Questions they were never meant to carry. What do I need to do to make people happy? Why do I feel different? If I try harder, will I finally be enough? They gather quietly, one experience, one expectation, one disappointment, one comparison at a time, until the questions slowly begin sounding like answers. You look toward your younger self once again, still carefully weaving tiny flowers together, still smiling quietly to themselves, completely absorbed in the simple joy of creating. no concern about perfection, no fear of making a mistake, no thought that someone else's flower crown might somehow be better. You begin to wonder what life might have felt like before those quiet questions ever appeared. Before achievement became connected to worth. Before comparison became a habit. Before approval began feeling like something that had to be earned. As you reflect upon your own life, gentle recognitions may begin finding their way into your awareness. There may have been seasons when accomplishing more seemed like the only way to finally feel proud of yourself. You may recognize how quickly one achievement was followed by another goal, another expectation, another reason to keep proving yourself. Compliments may have felt uncomfortable to receive. Your criticism remained with you far longer than you ever wanted it to. Rest may have felt undeserved until everything else had been finished. You may have found yourself measuring your value by how much you accomplished, how much you gave, how dependable you were, or how many people needed you. There may have been moments when simply being yourself never quite felt like enough. Not because it was true, but because somewhere along the way, that impression quietly took root. Those impressions can become so familiar that we stop noticing them. They begin shaping the way we speak to ourselves, the expectations we place upon ourselves, the grace we withhold from ourselves. Yet none of those impressions were ever born with this child sitting before you. They arrive later, over time. And just as they were learned, they can just as gently be released. Take a slow, gentle breath in. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to simply remain beside your younger self. You notice your younger self lifting the flower crown, carefully turning it in their hands to admire what they have created. They smile, not because someone praised them, not because someone told them they had done a good job, simply because creating it brought them so much joy. You are here to create. How naturally children celebrate the simple things. A drawing, a story, a tower built from blocks. They don't create to impress. They create because wonder lives naturally within them. Somewhere along life's journey, many of us quietly began replacing wonder with expectation. We begin believing we must become more before we deserve to feel enough. More successful, more productive, more confident, more attractive, more accomplished, more perfect. As though our worth is waiting somewhere just beyond the next achievement. Yet the horizon has a curious way of moving farther each time we reach it. you find yourself looking at your younger self again. Nothing about them has changed. They are exactly the same child who first walked into this treehouse. And yet, you cannot find a single reason why they would need to become anyone else before deserving love. Not even one. You notice the way they gently tuck another tiny blossom into the crown, with the same care they gave every flower before it. No blossom is considered too small. No blossom is considered less beautiful. No blossom must earn its place. Each one belongs because it exists. As that thought settles within you, another quiet realization begins to unfold. Perhaps you've spent years extending compassion to everyone around you while holding yourself to a completely different standard. You may have forgiven others for being human while expecting yourself to be flawless. You may have celebrated the gifts of the people you love while quietly overlooking your own. You may have encouraged someone else to rest while convincing yourself you hadn't earned the same kindness. You may have believed that your value depended upon what you accomplished rather than who you already are. You may have spoken to yourself in ways you would never dream of speaking to someone you love. Take another slow, peaceful breath. Notice your younger self looking toward you now. There is no disappointment in their eyes, no expectation, no judgment. Only quiet curiosity, as though they have been waiting patiently for you to remember something they never truly forgot. They gently reach out, holding the flower crown in both hands, and without hesitation, they place it softly upon your head. You instinctively reach up to touch the delicate blossoms. And in that quiet moment, you realize something that touches your heart more deeply than words can fully express. Your younger self never asked you to become extraordinary. They never asked you to become perfect. They never asked you to carry the weight of proving your worth every single day. They simply hoped you would one day see yourself through the same gentle eyes they have always seen you. Take one slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine gathering together every belief that ever convinced you your worth needed to be earned. The belief that love must be deserved. Release the belief that mistakes diminish your value. Let go of the belief that achievement determines your worth. The belief that you must always be everything for everyone. Release the belief that you are somehow falling behind. These beliefs did not appear because you failed. They were quiet attempts to make sense of the experiences that left long-lasting impressions upon your heart. For a time, they may have even helped you navigate the world. So rather than judging them, Thank them for trying to protect you in the only ways they knew how. And now allow them to rest. Imagine placing those old beliefs into the gentle afternoon breeze. One by one, they begin lifting away like tiny flower petals carried effortlessly upon the wind. As they drift farther into the distance, your shoulders begin feeling lighter. Your breathing becomes easier. The space they once occupied is no longer empty. It is becoming filled with something new. Something that has quietly been waiting beneath those old beliefs all along. I was always worthy of love. My worth is not dependent upon my beliefs. I honor myself with the same kindness I so freely give to others. I welcome rest without guilt. I celebrate progress without demanding perfection. I receive love without needing to earn it. I am growing, learning, and becoming while already being enough. The child within me has always been worthy. I carry that truth with me today. As the afternoon light begins to soften, your younger self reaches for your hand. Together you walk toward the open doorway of the treehouse. The meadow stretches peacefully below. Wildflowers sway gently in the breeze. You understand now that healing isn't becoming someone new. It is remembering who you were before those old impressions convinced you otherwise. Before you leave the treehouse today, turn toward your younger self one last time. Wrap them gently in a warm embrace. Allow them to feel completely safe with you, completely accepted, completely loved. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for continuing to hope when life asked more of you than any child should ever have to carry. Thank you for protecting the gentle heart that still lives within me. Thank you for never giving up on me. Even during the years when I forgot how precious you truly are. As you slowly release the embrace, your younger self smiles. Without a single word, they turn and skip happily toward the meadow below. Flower crowns still resting gently upon your head. Wonder still alive in their heart. You watch them disappear among the wildflowers. Take one final slow, nourishing breath in, and gently exhale. As you begin returning your awareness to the room around you, carry this truth with you, not as something you must convince yourself to believe, but as something your heart has always known. You were never meant to spend your life proving that you were enough. You were always enough. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, beautiful soul. Namaste.